Recorded Books and One Click Digital present The Fire This Time. A New Generation Speaks About Race. Edited by Jesmyn Ward. Narrated by Cherise Boothe, Michael Early, Kevin R. Free, Korey Jackson, and Susan Spain.
The Tradition by Jericho Brown. Aster, nasturtium, delphinium. We thought fingers in dirt meant it was our dirt, learning names in heat, in elements classical philosophers said could change us. Stargazer, foxglove. Summer seemed to bloom against the will of the sun, which news reports claimed flamed hotter on this planet than when our dead fathers wiped sweat from their necks. Cosmos, baby's breath. Men like me and my brothers filmed what we planted for proof we existed before too late, sped the video to see blossoms brought in seconds, colors you expect in poems where the world ends, everything cut down. John Crawford, Eric Garner, Mike Brown.
Introduction. Jesmyn Ward. After George Zimmerman shot and killed Trayvon Martin on February 26, 2012, I took to Twitter. I didn't have anywhere else to go. I wanted to hear what others, black writers and activists, were thinking about what happened in Sanford, Florida. Twitter seemed like a great social forum, a virtual curia, a place designed to give us endless voice in declarations of 140 characters or fewer. I found the community I sought there. I found so many people giving voice to my frustration, my anger, and my fear. We shared news and updates and photos, anything we could find about Trayvon. During that time, I was pregnant, and I was revising a memoir about 5 young black men I'd grown up with, who all died young, violent deaths. Every time I logged in or read another article about Trayvon, my unborn child and my dead brother and my friends sat with me. I imagined them all around me, our faces long with dread. Before Zimmerman was acquitted of second-degree murder and manslaughter in July 2013, I suspected Trayvon's death would be excused. During this period, I returned often to the photo of Trayvon wearing a pale hoodie. As I gazed on his face, his jaw a thin blade, his eyes dark and serious, too big in the way that children's eyes are, I saw a child. And it seemed that no one outside of Black Twitter was saying this. I read article after article that others shared on Twitter, and no major news outlet was stating the obvious. Trayvon Martin was a 17-year-old child, legally and biologically. George Zimmerman was an adult. An adult shot and killed a child while the child was walking home from a convenience store where he'd purchased Skittles and a cold drink. Everything, from Zimmerman stalking and shooting Trayvon to the way Trayvon was tried in the court of public opinion after his death, seemed insane. How could anyone look at Trayvon's baby face and not see a child? And not feel an innate desire to protect, to cherish? How? And then I realized most Americans did not see Trayvon Martin as I did. Trayvon's sable skin and his wide nose and his tightly coiled hair signaled something quite different for others. Zimmerman and the jury and the media outlets who questioned his character with declarations like, he abused marijuana, and he was disciplined at school for graffiti and possessing drug paraphernalia, saw Trayvon as nothing more than a wayward thug. They didn't see him as an adult human being either, but as some kind of ravenous hoodlum, perpetually at the mercy of his animalistic instincts. Although this was never stated explicitly, his marijuana use and adolescent mischief earned this hoodlum in a hoodie his death. I knew that myth. It was as familiar to me as my own eyes, my own nose, my own hair, my own fragile chest. It was as familiar to me as the air I grew up in, air as dense and heavy and close and hot as the air Trayvon breathed before Zimmerman shot him. I too
Sample complete. Ready to continue?